What is up? It is currently 5:35 in New York City where we are broadcasting a lot. No, this isn't live. Anyways, we're gonna do a reaction video with the guys, right guys?
Say when so I can start talking.
One? The video started.
It started right now.
Yes, Doka, it started already.
Right, right now.
Anyways, Helson is here today as always, my boy. Richard, it is I, Senju, also known as Amari, and then we have Doka, the Explorer. Okay, guys, and we're gonna be reviewing.
Wow, just memeing on my name. Very interesting.
We're gonna be reviewing a Jubilee video today called "Do All Versions Think the Same Spectrum?" I don't know anything about this video. Maybe it's dog shit. Who knows? Hopefully, we have some good insights. Well, to like and subscribe, you just go press that little thumbs up button, and you press the subscribe button, and then you turn on the notification bell, and then you tell us that you love us, and then you sit there and you worship us for the rest of your life. Okay. Anyways, are you guys ready to review some virgins? As a virgin myself, I can't wait to review this. Do all virgins think the same? Alright, real quick, who do y'all think isn't a virgin? Like, who do you think is like lying right now? I know they
Oh,
all.
I think Helson is still lying to me about losing his virgin. Oh, you talking about PP? Oh, oh,
I mean, Hosen is lying because he definitely gave that shit to me the other day.
the other day. No
Anyways,
way.
um, yeah. So I personally feel like that dude in the back right there is definitely not a goddamn virgin. And this dude, this girl, and this girl, and this girl.
Bro, I don't see your cursor, bro. I don't even know who you pointing at. Thank you, thank you.
The audience will see when I edit it. Fuck you guys. Anyways, let's go.
He's not even gonna remember which one he's talking about.
Yes, I will. Wait, no.
Three,
This one, this
two,
one.
one.
The guy in
Go.
white, his name is I am Lucid. He's on his YouTube channel.
What happened?
Promo.
Yo, if you wanted to speak, you could have said something.
I said something.
I'm not gonna hold you. I'm dumb hungry.
Bro, you either eat me or eat the video.
Nigga, I'm about to dog your shit right now.
Anyway, I'm dead. I'm not gonna count. I'm getting hungry. I look, you wanna eat my food now.
Here we go.
Anyways, let's continue the video. But what do you guys think? Does oral count as losing your virginity?
He brings this up now. Well, after the reaction video.
Bro, it's a part of the video.
Nah, nah, nah.
Oh my god, it's like working with 5-year-olds.
So. I think it counts.
You think so? What? I mean, because it's a sexual action.
Yeah.
What about you, Doka?
Nah, I think your bean has to be flicked.
Like it has to enter the vagina.
I mean, I believe that we call it oral sex for a reason because you get the same benefits from somebody's mouth as you would from vaginal.
Not always. If the head's bad, then you ain't busting a nut. Amen.
Actually, he
Nigga
brings up a
license
good
23.
point. So what if you gave yourself some head? Some oral sex?
That's technically still masturbation because if a girl gives you a hand job, it's technically still a sexual action being done to you. And if
So masturbation is...
same way that if a girl uses a dildo on herself, it's the same thing. Like it's supposed to simulate a nigga fucking her, but at the end of the day,
Stimulate your senses.
Of course, so it is sex.
it is a mouthful.
I think I agree with that because it's like growing up. That's what sex is. It's right.
Yo. How's he gonna say I'm agree with that and be on the disagree side? I'm sorry.
It's the whole thing. But that makes sense because you're getting to the same end goal. So
I wanna change her status as virgin.
That, it makes me rethink. Kind of. I've just always assumed
Actually, are they virgins?
it's just
I don't know.
penetration.
Yeah, that's what I.
They're supposed to be virgins. They're all supposed to be virgins. Personally, like I said before, I feel like everybody except the dude with the cowboy hat aren't virgins because they have that look. But then at the end of the day, that's at the gay. But at the end of the day, that leads to another question. Like, what our perception of people, gives us ideas of what they must do even in their private lives. Like that girl, the more African American sister right there. I had to say sister. Shit, it's black. It's Black History Month, nigga. What you talking about? I'm sorry. But like she has a very
One views virginity differently, so therefore, this is all bullshit. It's
yeah.
all bullshit.
Even then, like a lot of guys probably like I know for a fact that if a guy saw that black lady or girl, whatever you want to say, walking down the street, they'd probably approach her. Same way that if they saw that dude over there in the back with the white tee, they saw that dude, they probably approach him too, thinking like
I'm
they've
not.
had experience, but
I'm not
they're
approaching that girl,
virgins.
but like, yo, I want you to
I want you
turn me up.
to on a whole time.
I want you to whoop me like my.
Oh my goodness! Even like the girl with the green shirt and the girl with the dress, the redhead, and the girl with the pink shirt. I feel like they all like this. I would personally not think they're all not virgins. Even like, and I know I'm like clowning the dude with the cowboy hat, but like I still would think that he's not a virgin either. Like I just feel like most people at least meet one person in their lives that you're a little comfortable with to have those experiences with, regardless
Yeah.
of what age you do it at.
We did
It's-
Play the
I
play the
thought too.
Yeah.
I mean,
Fuck all
for
this
me,
talk.
like losing my virginity means like receiving it through my back end. If you all know what I'm saying, but that's just like my own personal definition of like what virginity to me is.
Actually, maybe we're all virgins. Maybe
Good
we never
night.
took a class.
Shut up. The
That's what the
video's
G
playing.
spot is for men. I'm just saying.
3,
I'm
2,
afraid of having sex.
go.
How do you guys feel? Are you afraid of having sex?
We had it last night. We talked.
Whoever's watching this, send help.
They're not gonna help. That's scary.
You said I'm afraid, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm definitely not afraid. I'm actually kind of wait. You guys are afraid of sex? I know my path. I will get married. I will have sex with my wife, and it's going to be great. I have no fear about that whatsoever.
You're like exposing yourself at your rawest form to another human being.
Who I love,
Who you love, yeah, okay, that's true.
who loves me.
It's,
Yeah.
But you're not like at all like even nervous?
No, not at all.
Damn, dog.
I mean, I'm talking right now, so I don't know how I'll be in the room. But like, if it's a person who I love and we've dated and we know each other and we know how we work, communication is key. No,
has
I
the
would be
hair,
very comfortable.
Oh
Just
my
in
God.
general, I just feel like I'm going to be extremely awkward.
Surely his hair is nice.
So, yeah, I'm a little scared, but
I'm not really scared of losing it to the wrong person because no matter what, I intend for it to be just this monogamous one-time thing. But I am scared of that person perhaps not being the one that I'm supposed to be with forever, for the rest of my life.
Yeah, like I feel like a lot of people put pressure on that idea, like, oh, I want to lose my virginity to the girl that I'm gonna marry, the guy I'm gonna marry, and or whoever they are, that person is gonna be the person I marry and have the rest of my life and the kids and blah blah blah, and like I will only have that one person. And like personally, I feel like that is okay. That's a totally reasonable thing to want. But my question to you guys is like, do y'all think that's even like a thing that's really feasible nowadays in like 2021 in New York City? To like wait for a person to just be that one person.
Shit, man. I mean, I met some people who are very serious about their virginity, like keeping that to themselves when the moment is right. Yeah. Um. Honestly, it's a commitment. If you're really serious about yourself, taking care of your body. If you're really committed to this, it's like being healthy, like being fit. At the end of the day, it's like you have to make a commitment to yourself. It's like I want to be there with someone. And that's it. Just someone.
No. Well, what about you, Hudson?
Gerson.
Coxon.
I don't know. I feel like I agree with you. Redacted.
Thank you.
I know of people who.
Thank
do
you for
take
saying
that
redacted.
seriously as well.
I feel. How do y'all feel about the other things he said? Well, I actually knew somebody who once told me that they felt like it was better to like, give up their virginity to somebody they had no attachments to, no like relationship, no like actual like real attraction besides physical attraction. Like they just had the sex and it was over, and they felt like it was better to have not have their virginity mean anything. Like the person that took their virginity mean anything. So
It
like,
makes it easier.
how do y'all feel about that? Like, do you think it's better to have your virginity, the person take your virginity mean something to you emotionally and like all that other stuff, or does it just doesn't matter? It's just like a bandage you kind of just rip off and it's like fuck it.
I think it's personally better on you. Like the person is like you. If you don't want to feel attached, you don't feel like it's too much of a commitment. I think it's better for that. In that moment of commitment,
Mm.
to be with someone, to lay down with someone. Obviously, you need to have a conversation. You don't want to like put yourself in danger to have it with some random.
Mm.
You know, but yeah, it does make it easier.
What about you, Wilson?
Right, Housen? Made it easier on you. I made it easy on you.
In the morning, bro. You know, I'm tired. Uh,
You say you tight?
personally, I would.
Oh yeah, like
Oh,
that.
Yeah, he is tight. Yeah. Oh,
Oh shit. Make another type of
anywho,
channel on the hub.
hear me? But um, I mean, for me, I would have liked for it to be with somebody who I actually have a connection with. I feel like that's more of a plus. You know, like, oh, I got to share this experience with someone who I really cared for, and like that made the experience stronger. You know, as opposed to somebody who is a complete stranger. But to each their own. You know.
so play the video.
Okay.
I think like a lot of
Wow.
the pressure does come from like porn because it paints a picture in your mind that like 90% of the time can't be fulfilled or satisfied. So if I'm gonna be having sex, right? She expects like an iPhone Pro 12 Max, and all I have is a 12 mini. Like that's what some guys think, right? And you feel like you can't live up to those standards because for the most part you probably can't. It's fake.
I heard you whisper, I don't care, and I felt the same way. Like, I think that the right person wouldn't care.
Maybe we just have too much time to think about these things and we put too much pressure on ourselves for whatever reason to look a certain way or act a certain way. And you're gonna figure that
Fuck a
out
certain
when
way.
the time is right. So why spend your time worrying about that right now? So maybe I'm a little bit less scared.
I'm saving
Good night.
myself for marriage.
So which one of you sluts is let me just play it.
3, 2, 1, go.
Alright. So do you think anything's wrong with the idea of like waiting to your marriage day? I mean, I know like not to like put anybody out there, but I know everybody here hasn't done that, so But like,
Yeah, I haven't got married yet. You're right.
Thanks.
I love you. All I
I'm
can
not ready
say
for
is
that
that I
level of
love you.
commitment. I'm sorry. It's not working out.
I feel like it's okay not to save yourself in marriage. I personally think that like if you're having sex with people or a person, you have like an emotional connection with them. When you're having that sex, if that makes sense, like if I'm gonna like have sex with this girl, I'd rather it not just be like a physical, just that thing. Cause like at the end of the day, I could go beat my meat, and, get basically the same type of feeling but less work. But like with like that emotional connection, you get a more satisfying experience from knowing that you not only satisfied yourself but your partner. So that's why I feel like you should, if you're on the younger side, thinking yourself in marriage is not a like bad thing. Obviously, I'm a little slut and hypocrite because I didn't, but
Saving myself for marriage was something I was taught growing up. It was something very indoctrinated to my mind. So, at a young age, I made that decision. I don't want to give that part of me to somebody else that's not going to take that journey with me.
I think the energy exchange between me and my future wife will just be so powerful that when we do get married, I'm just waiting for that moment. And I know that in the future years after that moment, it'll just be great sex after great sex after great sex.
I wonder what he's
just
wearing is
because
drip,
I've waited for that
or
moment
is it
and it's
part of his
something
culture?
special to me.
So, I
Probably for
haven't
the
been in
culture.
a relationship, and I'm not sure how I would act in a relationship. So that's why I'm on the
Oh, she
just
hasn't been
agree
in a
line
relationship,
because I
bro.
would
You
love
wanna
That
change that?
to
is.
save
Redacted?
myself for marriage.
You know
That's
what
what I am
he reminds
aiming
me of?
for.
That the cowboy. He reminds me of this song, Ram Ranch.
I'm just gonna pretend I
Stop,
don't know what that
stop,
is because I
stop,
don't know.
stop, stop,
at this
stop,
point,
stop,
but I
stop,
also
redacted.
haven't dated anybody or been in any
Richard, let me know. Do I need to bleep him saying that? Like, your
Ram
reaction,
Ranch.
your reaction
You
was
don't
kind
need
of
to bleep
scary.
it. You don't need to
Nah.
bleep it. But if he started playing it, you would have needed to bleep it.
relationship, so I don't know how I'm
Please
gonna
don't.
act. I don't know if that's gonna be my first love or
Please, please,
You
please,
you have to block it. You have to block it. You
please.
have to.
I'm about to just put like 20 seconds of just empty
Just put.
noise.
Can you do me a favor? Can you just put the cover? Just put the cover. That's it. That's all I need. Put the cover.
Alright, right here I will be inserting the whatever the
Cover of
hell
Ram
he's
Ranch.
talking about. And now back to the video.
what type of pressure is going to be on me. So that's why I'm not on strongly agree because I'm still a human and I don't know.
Have many men like asked you out on dates or like tried to date you?
Yes, but I
you know, my son Emmanuel trying to
Good shit, bro.
that drip. You know, you feel me? That drip. You know,
usually
Son is
run
too
away
confident, bro.
because I'm scared.
And like, what
Yeah,
caused
that's
you
it.
to run away?
It's
Like,
quiet.
what's
She
like?
dubbed him. Nah, it's over. He's still
I
trying.
think
Give
my
up.
mentality when I was young of just being afraid of men in general, just because getting pregnant where I'm from wasn't abnormal at a young age, so I just never wanted that to happen to me.
Just like her, I have like zero relationship experience except no one asked me to go out with them. Another
okay,
compelling
bro.
thing for me
I
on
felt you,
saving
bro.
my
It's okay,
virginity to
bro.
marriage is
Bro, I'll take it on
that
Ram
I had
Ranch.
an unfortunate occasion by a girl
thank you.
when I was young.
How's
I didn't
that?
know back
That's
then it
fine.
was considered, not good until later on, and it made me very protective, made me very selective.
I used to have that mentality of wanting to wait till marriage. That was something when I was younger. I just, for some reason, that's what I wanted to do. I didn't grow up in a religious
I hear her
home where that
lips.
was something that was expected at all. It was just a
Gotta
decision
sink
I
the wall.
wanted to make. But I think for me, it started to evolve into when I feel comfortable, when I feel it's someone that I want to have that experience with. But I didn't want it to be this like checkbox that I needed to
Yeah.
have filled before I decided to make that decision.
I enjoy watching porn.
Guys,
I knew he was gonna pause right there.
Not my cup of tea.
You know, I prefer hentai.
alright, 1, 2, 3, favorite category, go.
Hentai.
I just said it's not my cup of tea, bro.
You like petite?
But this is a
It's
cafe.
not my cup of tea, bro.
But this
Oh,
is the
I thought he
not
said
safe for work
petite.
cafe. What do you mean?
What are you talking about? Let's continue.
3, 2, 1, go.
Porn
Whoa,
does
I
release a lot of dopamine, so
I-
we technically
I didn't expect that personally. I
For real,
expected
I
him to be on the other side.
Oh, that's good though.
Why do you think that? Like before they even say that, what do you think? Though, cause
I think that's good that they like because I believe like I feel like where he's going with is like it creates like this false
sense of
false
happiness.
like this false image in your head is like this is how it's supposed to be, you know? It's not supposed to be this way. Porn is just is entertainment, of course, you know, this money that
Yeah.
goes into this.
Same way that like
For
fucking you ever watch like a basketball movie or like fucking air. What is it? If I could be like Mike and shit. Like there's no basketball player playing the way that kid was playing. There's no
yeah.
Of course not.
like even then like porn stars are like on very flexible, very athletic people. They're like the pinnacle of sex. So like same way you can't do a windmill dunk like a NBA player can do. Like they're the pinnacle of basketball. I already
Are
know
you
this
afraid?
nigga's about to say some spiritual shit. I'm not gonna cap. One thing that I'm actually scared of is like the the idea of like being addicted to porn. Cause I've heard people be addicted to porn, and like I saw this one video. This dude was like genuinely addicted. Like he wasn't talking to his wife. He wasn't even having sex with his wife. He'd rather sit there in his bathroom with his laptop spanking away. He spent like $500 on porn shit in the span of like
that's
3 months. Like that's crazy. How do you
Still
how do you even
married?
do that? It's free porn.
Actually,
There's a lot of free porn.
Whatever makes him happy. Shit, man. It sucks to be the wife though.
Yeah, he was like he started getting erectile dysfunction and shit. Cause like
I would imagine.
like that your wife is your wife. She's a very regular human. She's not fucking redacted.
Are they born?
Entitled. Wow. Cunt.
Because redacted is the pinnacle of sex.
Right now.
But it's the after the fact you realize like how horrible that was. You're watching two people have sex through a phone screen in the bathroom. It's kind of disgusting. I'm on like over 1,000 days no fap. I haven't watched porn in over 1,000 days, so I was exposed to it at like 10 years old. It's not natural. It's not healthy at all.
I try not.
Masturbation or wait, does he mean masturbation or does he mean porn? Because porn, I can understand what he means by
Go
that.
back. Go back to it.
Go back. Yeah,
Go back.
I
It
mean,
says
he
no
says
fat.
it. He says it.
There's a definition right there. Bottom.
Not to watch it.
Years old. It's not.
Pause it.
Supporters say avoiding masturbation for prolonged periods improves their. So yeah, it seems like he's more talking about masturbation rather than porn.
Yeah,
Right
but
here.
even so, like before that, he just answered how
You did both. Yeah.
like it's disgusting to him.
Yeah, I'm not saying that he's wrong
No,
necessarily.
but you were like, oh, is he just talking about masturbation?
Because like
He
if
answered
you,
both.
I feel like you're talking about masturbation, and masturbation I feel like is natural because it kind of gives you, release, and it also can help improve several different aspects of one's personality and not personality, but like mental and physical well-being. It also can actually like help, you know, you kind of get a good idea of what you personally enjoy from like people, types of people, like because there's thousands of porn galleries, well, not thousands, but there's a bunch of different porn galleries. Like you can sit there, you probably learn that you most likely prefer Asian women, or you most likely prefer black women or white women, Italian, Indian. You can
I mean,
learn
but
that
once
from
again, like that's I mean, even so,
if
those are professionals, like not every Asian
yeah,
girl
but
is gonna
like
be the
there's
same,
also
or not every
amateur
black girl is gonna
porn.
be the same kind of thing.
Like there's also like regular people like just recording themselves. I'm not trying to disprove you necessarily, but like this is to like add. When I'm saying porn, I mean like it's more of a coming down to the idea that like, hey, I like these kind of people because they fit this like mental aesthetic for me, rather than
Okay.
I like this type of person because of whatever. And another thing, just to add before I continue, is you aren't really, even though we live in New York City, we live in like very specific areas where we don't even really interact with a lot of different races and stuff. Like keep it a buck. Out of everybody here, I don't think anybody has dated like a Asian in terms of like Chinese, Filipino, Japanese, like somebody like that, like an Eastern Asian. Have anybody done that?
Yep.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah.
have.
Not really.
Yeah, no, I mean I haven't personally. I dated a South Asian. Like anybody here dated an Indian girl, like anything like that, like
Attempt.
that's good man.
Mhm.
Anybody dated a Russian girl, like
Shit. I
like
wish.
or like a
Not
European.
that
Babe, I take it back. Babe, it was a prank. Babe, it was a joke. Play the clip. Play the clip, Dad.
Not natural. It's not healthy at all.
I disagree.
I try not to watch it, but when I do watch it, I do enjoy it. So I have to be
Yeah,
honest
my
here.
boy
But
Emmanuel.
I
Oh,
really
she
have been
smiled.
trying
Oh,
to
what
Yeah,
does
she
that mean?
smiled. You know what that means. She's trying to make a video.
do more no fap.
Pipe
But I'm
down.
just not
Pipe
to
down.
1,000 days or
Black?
anything like that.
I mean, I believe watching porn is like a private experience. I mean, y'all don't like go out and say, hey y'all, I watch porn and stuff. I mean, I see watching porn as like an outlet of like my sexual frustration. Like it helps me like
Why
maintain
do
my
you disagree?
virginity.
Because I haven't had sex myself and experienced that, it's a tool for me to kind of learn and understand how sex works. I didn't ever
Yeah.
have a sex ed class or health or anything
Yeah, I
like
like that.
There are different types of porn, right? Some are like more
Look
romantic
at him, he
and
ready to
natural, I
talk.
feel like, and some are a little bit crazy. There's beauty to some that
This
is
experience
natural
is
and
done
how
wrong.
it actually would
I
be. I don't
feel
think it's
like
all
it should be
bad.
done on
Do
a
you
table and
believe
everyone
that
should have
what you
their,
see in
their
the
say so.
videos is actually how people have sex in real life?
No, not in most.
I think about having sex a lot.
Every day, all the time, 24/7 at this minute. I am horny right now. I can't wait until we finish recording so I go spank my fucking dick.
You're
Alright.
wildin', bro. Your beef is gonna fall off.
Yes. I'm not satisfied till it's bleeding. No, I'm calling you desirable.
For a while, I kind of low-key thought something was wrong with me because I never thought about it at all. It's not something that ever popped up. I always knew I was a little different because I just never thought about it or wanted to think about it.
I feel the same way, actually. I thought something was wrong too, and then one of my friends was like, well, maybe you're asexual. And
Yes, I saw that and I
took
Googled it and I was like, is this me?
Yeah, and
But
I kind of took a...
Could you date somebody that's asexual, guys? Or I feel like I
Yeah.
don't
I would be
think
able
I
to.
could.
Yeah, sure. I mean, obviously.
I mean, I feel like sex is also is a part of like a relationship, and
I mean, I guess in our generation, sure, but
not
for the
like
most
I
part,
feel
I
like it's
don't
not just
think.
our generation thing. So I didn't mean to cut you off, but like I don't think it's just our generation thing.
No, you meant to cut me off.
Not like that, but like I feel like ah, whatever. Continue stuff, bro. Unless that was the end of it.
Nah, go ahead, play the video.
Nah, bro. What?
Oh my god.
Anyways, I feel like fuck Richard.
Mhm.
Gerson.
But I feel like sex is a really
Redacted.
like the same way how I said earlier about like sex being an emotional thing for me at least. Like when if I'm having sex with somebody that I emotionally like care for and stuff, to me it's not really just an action or like just sex or whatever or not. It's like an expression of like how much I love this person and like an expression of like us kind of becoming one in that moment. That's how I feel. I know that's kind of corny, but yeah.
You know?
I do think about it a lot, but I thought about it a lot more when I wasn't abstaining from like porn and masturbation. Instead of just thinking about it and just either going to waste it out by just masturbating, obviously, or going to find a partner to do it with.
Oh yeah.
Instead, I just sit down, crisscross, and I literally just meditate, and then I focus on channeling that sexual desire that we're all born with, and I channel it into something that actually would benefit me, like making YouTube videos, working out.
For me, I constantly think more about finding the right partner for me, finding the right guy in my relationship. I
Wow, he
went
is
through
gay.
like really bad fallouts with like other people. I just don't want to feel like
Didn't
I'm
expect him to say that.
pause.
I just
Now,
wanna
whenever
feel
that
like
talk,
I'm
why is that funny?
someone to
I didn't expect him to say that. I just hear he is gay, like in the background while I'm watching it. It's just funny to like just hear him randomly say that. Like I didn't even.
Gay people funny to you?
Yo, don't get me canceled, bro. If I go down, we all go down. Remember that?
someone's like outside my family.
Our culture focuses on women's virginity more than men.
That is
Yeah.
true.
That is
Yep.
completely true. Even like I hate to admit it, but like even I won't lie. Like if a girl tells me how she lost her virginity and I don't like it, I kind of like look at her differently. Like I might even look at her like,
So,
huh?
huh?
What you said? But I won't
I
lie,
said play
like
the club.
guys kind of like I feel like most of the time though, like if a guy says something about his virginity, guys are gonna like another guy's not gonna fucking really look at him the wrong way. But if a girl says anything about her virginity,
I think
everybody's
it's more,
gonna look at her the wrong way.
my opinion is that I think the focus is more on women's virginity because they are the ones who carry the children. If it's unsafe sex, they are the one to have the child, and they need to focus on that because some families or cultures don't approve of having a child at a young age or whatever the case may be. They want to like avoid it or talk about it, make sure that it's spoken about, so they are in a certain situation.
I'm not gonna lie, I'd
As
never
for
thought
men,
about it like
oh,
that.
oh, no, I'm still talking, man. I'm still talking. Now I'm
I'm
done.
sorry. Sorry.
As for men,
Yes, sir, man.
We're
3,
men.
2,
I
1.
fucked Richard right in his butt, made him nut,
No,
making
Fine.
him nut.
I have no idea.
You need to read it again?
No, I don't know.
I feel like men are more
Good.
praised when they're a virgin. I feel like people put more attention on them whenever they are a virgin. It's a bigger deal.
I know growing up,
Okay.
the people who I was taught by put a lot of pressure to keep yourself pure or to, cover yourself as a woman for the sake of men. Either we're seen
Right.
as more promiscuous if we do it, or we're seen as more prude if we don't.
Yeah.
I would counter that by saying for a guy, you're seen as like what's wrong with you, like if you're still a virgin. Whereas if you aren't a virgin, it's like okay, finally you're on our team now. You're normal now.
Okay,
So we almost kind of get like shamed, like who's that guy? You know.
Manuel.
Yeah.
Take a
Oh
step
yeah.
for you, bro. I'm gonna take a step. It's true.
So women get shamed for sleeping around, but
Right.
men get shamed for not.
Exactly.
That's
Yes.
messed up.
Actually, I won't lie. I never thought about that. Like, I never thought that guys get seen for not fucking a lot.
I mean,
Did
it
you?
happens to me all the time, bro.
You
Yeah, bro.
goddamn
You
know
have a
it. I'm
guy
not gonna
that
expose
use
you.
it.
I'm not gonna expose you. I'm not gonna expose you. I'm not
Expose him.
gonna
Do
do it.
it.
No, 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 no,
Don't do
no.
it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I said link in this.
Anyways, but like, I feel like that's a bit crazy. Like, I never, cause they are 100% right. Like, I don't really have much to say besides like, I personally never realized that it really is a completely backwards thing. Like, guys get disrespected for not having a lot of sex, and girls get disrespected for having a lot of sex. And if a guy has too much sex to an extent, he's kind of seen as like a slut or like a fuckboy. And if a girl
Thank you.
has no sex or yo, you see how I saved him? I ain't say nothing to him, right? Anyways, but yeah, I feel like when a girl doesn't really have sex like that, I personally don't think
I love you, bro.
guys say the prude thing though. I mean, how about y'all? Like, I don't really agree with that part. Like, if a girl says she doesn't have
I only
sex,
see that being valid if um
hmm.
it's like a frat. Like I automatically think about that. Like, oh, you're in a fraternity. Like, oh, yo, this girl didn't want to have sex with me. Oh yeah, she's a bitch. Oh yeah, man. You know,
Or
stuff
she's
like that.
making me wait for it, guys. Yeah, fuck that
Yeah,
bitch. Why she won't just let you slam her cunt, you know?
pretty much.
You know, especially when like older male virgins get ridiculed. It's like, what? Why aren't you like having a girlfriend or something? Why aren't you getting married soon? Or
Matthew. His name is
you're an
Matthew, bro.
incel then, right? I mean, it's
He has
just a
such
Religion is
funny
under the
facial
video, bro. It doesn't
expressions.
matter.
being ridiculed as a female virgin compared to like a male
I feel like he
virgin.
led the conversation throughout all these
Being a virgin
interactions.
is tied to my religion. 3, 2,
Wait,
1,
what's the question?
go.
Being a virgin is tied to my religion.
I'm an atheist.
But you're not a
It is my
virgin.
decision, but it is very much tied to my Catholicism and what we're taught about the sacred, just the holiness of the body and the soul, and the value that your virginity is, not even just, from a strictly biological sense, but the fact that you're willing to wait and you're willing to put off something that the world is trying to push on you.
Isn't being a virgin tied to every religion? Technically, they all say like no premarital sex.
Well, if you're not religious, though, then maybe individually it's not tied.
What if you're like
your religion.
redacted?
Yes, I'm not religious. I don't go to church as much as I should, but it's my decision. It's not a religion for me.
The way I see it is God put us here for reasons, and most people don't follow those reasons, but the few who do, they are rewarded for following the path. So I almost kind of see it
I
as
think it's
almost kind of like
hard.
a superpower.
This question is pretty
Like
hard.
me? Oh, okay.
Yo, you're hard. I can't put that. I think it's hard because when you put a religion involved, and then there's animals, natural animals. We are part of the natural animal life, like cycle. Is it wrong? Marriage doesn't exist for animals, but it exists for us. What separates us from that? Does any of you guys know that, or yeah, I guess
I
I
feel
mean, I
like
that
see the
confused me.
point. I see the
That,
point you're getting at, but it's like we obviously know better. Animals, they can't talk, and like they are in, they are
didn't
like
we evolve from
intelligent,
this
but
to this thing? I said, didn't we like evolve to this? You know what? Fuck that. That's why I hate religion, bro.
what I
Too
was
many questions.
gonna say in response to
Okay.
you, bro, was that I wouldn't say we evolved to this. I'd say that this is a societal thing. Like, marriage is definitely a societal thing, and religion is definitely a societal thing. You know, even though I am Christian and I believe in Christianity, I
You're
do know
Christian?
that, yeah, I actually am. To be, you wouldn't think, right?
Nah, I already know. You told me before. I was just joshing you.
Anyways, I thought you didn't know. Anyways, but yeah, so like, I believe in God and whatnot, but I do know that like religion is definitely somewhat a social construct because there's a social hierarchy in it. Marriage is a social construct, I think, and you know how like certain species of animals kind of always mate for once in their lives and they stay mated.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
like I think
Like
that's like
seahorses and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, and even clownfish, right? I think. Yeah, whatever.
No,
So
because
so
they could
so
change
what
their
if we
sex.
No,
so
that's
what if
only when
we
they lose it.
so what if we apply that logic to like nowadays for humans? Like, yo, I'm just here to like preserve the bloodline, like keep it not pure per se, whatever. I'm just trying to. Wow, that sounds pretty fucked up
It
saying
does
that out
sound
loud.
really fucked up, right?
But that is
Mm,
the case. What if that is the hypothetical case? It's like, yeah, I wanna breed. I want the human race to be strong. You just
Um,
these guys just finding out the strongest intellectual women out here to get them pregnant. It's
this,
like, yes, yes.
but like,
I mean, there's like stories about that,
yeah, there's stories like that, and
and like this one billionaire was like, "Oh, I'd what is it? I think he said he'd give like 1 billion to LeBron James and that girl that plays tennis to like have a
Sierra.
baby."
No, first
Yeah,
of all, Sierra Williams, you will not get me canceled. Thank you.
Yeah, that's what I've been reading. Like, oh,
You
this
just
billionaire would have offered like, I think either 1 billion to each or 1 billion overall.
yeah, that was like a month ago, right?
no, it was years
No,
ago.
yeah, years ago.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Oh, then why did this came out to light like a month ago to me? My
Probably
apologies.
because it probably came back up recently. Because it always comes up every now and then. Because everybody was like, really? I was gonna say that when it comes down to it, like we are kind of breeding for bloodlines, quote unquote, or
Nah,
like not even.
it's for horniness.
No, but like we have sex for because humans have sex for pleasure and whatnot. In some cases, most cases we do it for pleasure. But even past that, people usually have sex, and when you willingly have children with somebody, you either genuinely love that person. Most of the time, you genuinely love that person. Even when you're having sex with that somebody, they have a certain trait that you enjoy about that person. Like if like all of us here, if we were to look back at like pictures of our parents when they were younger, or like our grandparents when they were younger, they are most likely attractive because everybody here is attractive. And if you look around nowadays, I feel like you don't really see people that are by like at least America's societal standpoints that are considered ugly like that. You don't see a lot of people like that. That's why those people are usually put down a lot more. Like people that are on the chubbier side, or people that are on the like the less
Thinner
attractive
side.
side.
Oh,
Like and even on the more like slower side, they don't have a lot of sex because we usually see things like fucking even comedy. Even the fact that girls like comedy is actually like could be like a sort of like what's the word I'm looking for? Like evolvalist thing. Because have a good sense of comedy, you actually need to have like a good you know mental pathway to be able to like problem solve and have good comprehension of situations and change the situations and comprehension of certain things. So I know I'm probably just talking complete bullshit here, but yeah, I feel like even the fact that like guys act like that, like it's still like a biological thing, regardless of what we think. Like in Switzerland, I think height is seen as very attractive, and that's why a lot of them are tall.
or you
And
lost me.
yeah, that's true though. Like you haven't seen that or heard about it.
No.
No.
Look it up, bro. I promise you. If it's not Switzerland, it's like somewhere like in the like northern Europe area. Like
Look, he's making claims. Get him.
I'm
Cancel him.
serious. Yo. That's like a fact. Oh, not a fact. It's probably a fact. I don't know.
I can see that. Actually, I can say I agree. I can see that. Play the fucking video right now. Right now. Right now, bro.
That God is like, hey man, you're on my side, you're doing my work, you're walking my path.
How about you ride my
Work.
dick?
Like
I mean, it's true that is.
like it's gonna be what?
Anyway,
I mean, like sex does create new life, right? So if you're abstaining from that, you're not just giving it to just about anybody. That is a superpower because it's staying within your own self. And if you
Yeah, he
can learn
doesn't
how to
look like he's
control it
gonna
and channel
flick
that
the
sexual
hardest
energy to
kickflip in his
by
life
other
right now.
means, you can put more work into your school, into your job,
Guys,
passion,
YouTube
hobby,
channel.
instead of just having it stay as sexual energy.
Right. And well, and just rely.
How do you feel about that? I don't.
Kickflips?
Never mind. Let me continue the video.
Relying on that answer as it's my religion, staying faithful to what you believe in anything, not just sex, it can be very difficult because we are human, you know?
Yeah,
So
it's human nature.
yeah, just because we have the excuse or reasoning of religion doesn't make it any easier for us.
Plus, there's a lot of time right there.
We're walking together.
Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the content. If you liked it, like and subscribe. If you didn't like it, tell me so I can find you and fucking punch you in your damn mouth.
Bye.
Oh yeah, anything you guys wanna add?
Bye.
Peace.
Every Saturday we do a podcast, or we upload it. Goodbye.
Saturday.
Yes. Yeah, this is commitment, nigga. You might not want to be married, but you might as well be married now.
Fuck, man.
Oh my god.
18 naked cowboys in the showers at Ram Ranch. Big herd throbbing cocks wanting to be sucked. 18 naked cowboys wanted to be fucked.
Why?
That's a 50 seconds. That's all I want.
At Ram Ranch on their knees wanting to suck cowboy cocks. Big herd throbbing cocks.
It's not even a song. It's just this guy going
Yeah, what the song?
ballistic.
You can download that shit on YouTube. I mean, fucking Apple Music.
Is it really a song?
Yeah. Bro, go to Apple Music right now. I kid you not. You can do this.
How about I tell you to set the hell up?